Hidden Spaces is a project that was kind of came to life, if you like, in March earlier this year. Adam and I were involved in a project that he was running at Tully House called Living History.
So it was less immersive in a way, but it travelled around sites and highlighted different elements of history that the sites in the museum were about. Hidden Spaces is an immersive experience, so we wanted to really create something for an audience where all senses would be engaged.
I know that it was always Zoe's vision that she wanted to come down here, and she always liked down here. She'd been down here a couple of times before.
The space itself was a massive inspiration. Through Dance Ahead, I've always aimed to do work that will get contemporary theatre out into the public domain, use unusual or unconventional theatre spaces, or create unconventional theatre spaces. It's important for the audience to feel part of the action, to feel like they are welcomed within the walls, welcome within the spaces. So the whole purpose of immersive theatre is to feel the action as well. So we're not passive as observers. You can smell, you can see things, you can taste things, you feel different emotions. It's definitely not just a piece of spectacular theatre where people sit back and watch.
Zoe and me have talked a lot about chance and the audience having the freedom to choose whether they go further and look into a different room or they don't want to go there, and they'll see. And I think it's almost like a David Lynch film at the beginning, Highway, where everything's disjointed and sawn and seen in a different order from the audience's view, and at the end in the procession it comes together and then it all makes sense.
We've taken an old butcher's and an old buffet room and basically brought it back to life.
We've been inspired by the walls themselves and by the purpose of the rooms and the purpose of the spaces to devise the characters within the piece.
Zoe, who's directing it and producing it, is a dance colleague of mine up at the university, and several of our colleagues are involved in this as well. Some from music theatre, one's an opera singer, another one is a fabulous drama practitioner. There's also a guy called Simone who's doing all the music.
Yeah, the music has a narrative function in the piece, in the sense that it's composed by, it's like a collection of musical memories.
Once we knew who our characters were, and then Jen Bibby, who's another colleague of ours that's doing the costumes, she's brought in a load of books of the history of Carlisle from the 1800s to the 1900s, and it showed how our characters would dress and what they would do and what they got up to, and especially down here, you know, as I'm a washerwoman, so it's been good to have that research to back up, you know, our characterisation.
The talent that's hidden in Carlisle, I think. I mean, it's really beautiful to be working with a cast that ranges over 8 decades. So we've got 6-year-old through to 79-year-old. And that for me has been really, really exciting about the project.
This is Theo Young, and I'm Ian. And
Well, it's actually Ian Williams.
Yes, I am. And you're actually Theo Young.
You already said that.
Did I?
Yeah.
Right. But in the show, he's going to be a character called Skimbles.
And I'm a ghost.
He's a ghost.
Or a fox-like ghost.
You're like a cross between a cat ghost, aren't you?
A cat and a fox
Oh,
ghost.
fox ghost. And I'm his ghost father. That's the reason why this ghost is still sort of haunting the halls and the train station.
Well, we're both students at the University of Cumbria, and Zoe's our dance lecturer there, and so she kind of encouraged some of the students to take part, so that's how we got involved in it.
We use our own feelings as to what we want to do, and of course we're interacting with all the others, and it's great. And of course, being all different age groups, some are confident, some are not so confident.
I found it quite challenging, the dance aspect of things, but I'm beginning to understand it more and enjoying the challenge.
Yeah, there are different levels within the cast as well of a challenge. You've got community and first-time performers, then you've got professionals, and then you've also got the people in between. And that's, for me, quite new, working with the people in between, and quite a challenge to work around that.
I think it's an experience for us, as well as the sort of the people, audience that are going to come and watch it. So every night's going to be different.
Oh, I've never seen anything like it before. Probably never will again.
So different,
Definitely.
so good. Fully immersed yourself into the performance.
Go with it and enjoy it.
Creepy,
It was
yeah.
weird.
There were points where it was pretty scary. After we
Yeah.
did a few gin shots, things got a little bit more scary.
Very eerie at first, but enjoyable. Didn't know what to expect. We hadn't been told anything about it.
I've really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was just very atmospheric.
It's unique experience.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm really, really proud of everybody who's been involved, and looking forward to relaxing afterwards. But it's been a great audience this evening, and we've had some really good numbers over the run of the show.
I thought it was fantastic, yeah, like nothing I've seen before really, very immersive, and the right mix between kind of creepy but a little bit funny as well. Yeah, I thought it was great.
Sometimes it might be a little bit darker because audience might be a little bit more hesitant. Other times it gets a bit jovial, a bit cheeky, people enjoying too much gin in the cafe. But yeah, it's amazing how much it does change just with the nature of the audience being so close.
Yes, it's gone very well. We've got lots of lovely comments in the bar over there.
Definitely not.
No,
I'm
not at all.
very used to like traditional theatre,
Yeah.
so you sit down, you watch it, clap at the end, it's all very traditional.
So the project has been supported hugely by Arts Council England and also by Virgin Trains, mainly with in-kind support with the loan of the building, and also just genuine support from them as well throughout the project, and also the University of Cumbria.
Even happened for Halloween, it'd be a great Halloween show, quite scary and dark.
It's really exciting to get something new, to bring something new to Carlisle, and yeah, I think it would be nice to take elements of this work and look at whether we can develop it further, as well as devising future pieces as well.